Welcome everyone. So if you didn't see the session yesterday, it was fun. Unexpected, but fun. So yeah, I really advise you to watch it. I didn't believe it was that long. So yeah. Anyway, today, and that we are going to touch on the points that I didn't told you yet. Well, because when I embarked in this journey, where I said to myself, okay, you know what? This year is about speed. You try and you do your best to reach 130. If it happens, happen. If not, it doesn't. Then I will move on and focus on other areas of my game in order to reach my goal to get to the PGA Tour. Anyway, but on this journey, I knew that there was a day where I didn't want to come, where I didn't want to train. I know those days will come at some point, and that's okay. So I said to myself, the only thing, that's fine. If you don't want to train, that's fine. But just show up. Just show up. And then if you are there and you don't want to do anything, do nothing. But at least do it there. Don't stay at home doing nothing and regret it. So today was one of those days. Because I believe I start getting a little bit more tired with the training and so on. But I mean, we made so much progress yesterday. There is so much things that I want to test. That's just the fatigue that make me want to chill at home. That's okay. I put everything together for tomorrow. This is a rest day where we are going to do the recap, the weekly recap. Tomorrow, except this weekly recap, I have nothing to do. So I'm going to chill tomorrow. Because this is a planned rest day. So that's not an exception. Anyway, so yes. So and since I don't want to go in the mud and I had a few balls left of yesterday, we are going to eat only that. That's probably around 30, 40 balls max. Less, maybe less. Yes. Anyway, but we are really going to try to implement what we have found yesterday, and there is some very interesting insights. So mainly what was really interesting to me, first of all, is when I was trying to go all in full long drive mode, first of all, my swing wasn't that long, so that's interesting. Second of all, the only issue I have with the long drive swing is the back swing, kind of, because I'm kind of really creating a lot of torque with the club, where I need probably to use more my shoulder. Try to create as much rotation with my upper body that I do when I do my long drive swing, but with kind of less using the club and more using the body to rotate. Because I believe that's kind of what Rory does here. He's probably going in his backswing as hard as he possibly can, the same as I do when I do my long drive swing. Except since the core motor of the backswing is more his chest rotation here, and kind of his arm staying in front, almost going almost slower, I would say. Let's say the arm at the beginning they are finishing kind of there almost with the strength, so they are almost going slightly slower than the shoulder. So that's kind of the thing. That's why when he really trying to rotate aggressively his shoulder, he's still able to set the club really, really fast here. And that's kind of the thing that I'm looking for. It's because I believe if I want to be able to generate the maximum amount of power that I can do, I need to be able to do my backswing as fast and as hard as I possibly can. But what I would want is still have a perfect backswing when I do so. That's kind of the first. Then, at some point, since I was in a mode of just hitting ball as hard as I can and not really caring about the backswing or the technique, it kind of unlocked something at some point. That was very interesting. Where I tried to really just rotate. You know what? Don't care about the backswing. Just rotate through. Try to pull that right shoulder through and to get that rotation. And it unlocked something just at the end of the session. That's why I advise you to go watch it. Then I just started thinking, oh, okay, once I'm here, I have Bumbles Hill, draw the bow here. Then I rotate and try to get the tip of my shaft point there as I'm starting with my lower body. But then once I'm at that point, this is really about this motion, pulling through with the right side. But what I realized is there is another component to that. And as always, I always say it, but I always forgot it. There is two sides of the golf swing, the left side and the right side. And so what I found is, actually, once you're there, you have built the line and so on, the left side need to kind of start getting out of the way. And so this is, the two motions are happening at the same time, but the left side starts first, and then the right side follow, kind of. Let me explain. The idea is you get the left side out of the way to be able to pull with the right side as hard as you possibly can, as fast as you possibly can. But here is the deal. Okay, as Rory said, he's using his right side to really feel that he's getting as much power as possible. That's true. That's true that the right side, okay, is going to drive the most power, but that's only possible if the left side gets out of the way first. So the limitation of the speed of the right side is dependent on how fast the left side is able to clear. That's kind of the thing that I've been thinking. And I realized, oh shit, it is exactly that. This is exactly that is going to get me to that, from that position. Then I clear my left, and as soon as the left starts clearing, I start pulling with my right side as hard as I possibly can. And this is what is going to allow me to finish that rotation, get my left leg extended, because the way you want to clear the left side is not the way I was doing it before, where I was kind of pulling my arm, my left shoulder, and nothing was happening on the backswing. No, here, since you have started with the lower body here, you clear the left side by pulling that right hip back, which is pulling the left shoulder, and then you're able to release. Anyway, that's kind of, I believe I kind of found the last missing piece that was very important. And also what's very interesting to me is kind of, until now, was kind of having one impulsion at the top when I was doing the transition. That was the main source of power, and then it was kind of, okay, if anything happened. Here it seems that, okay, I have this first impulsion in, but then I'm going to have another impulsion of power that is going to really pull the club all the way until impact. And so I believe I can generate a lot more power. Anyway, my idea is, because by the end of February, we will have the first cycle, the build cycle of the master cycle is that we have built on the annual plan that will end. So the build plan will end. And actually, I realized that I put speed endurance, speed training endurance, something like that. But I'm going to put that after, because at the moment I cannot do the volume required for speed endurance training, which is hitting about 200 balls of actual speed training. I cannot do it for two reasons. First of all, I'm working on technique, so that only prevents me from doing so. And also, if I were to do the actual 200 balls, given how much training I'm doing in the gym at the moment, and I'm a borderline overtraining already, I will be completely overtraining. So, but that's okay. That's a year-long journey, and I knew that the first step was to actually get the foundation right, get the string right. So that's perfect. Honestly, that was just a mistake when I built the annual plan. I choose the wrong words, but in my mind that doesn't change what I wanted to do in the first place. It's just I put the wrong word on the spreadsheet, and I will review it and make it clearer as we go. But the initial idea was always that first you build the foundation with a strong technique, and then you build up the volume with that technique. So I'm getting more and more comfortable, and I believe we are getting closer and closer every day to nail that technique once and for all. And so then that's going to be building a lot of volume, so I get more and more comfortable. Because at the moment, I need pretty much between 30 and 50 balls just to get warmed up and comfortable with the motions before I can actually train and improve my technique. So that just means that the overall motion is not something that is natural for me. It needs a little bit of time to get to it. Anyway, so what we are going to do today as I said, if I don't want to train, I don't, but I will because I'm there. So I might as well just do it. We're going to do all of that and just try to implement, yes, the key element, especially this idea of clearing that left side and trying to pull that right side to that right shoulder and that pulls the right arm all the way until impact. And also on the backswing, there's going to be mainly about trying to get faster while doing a perfect backswing. Anyway, let's remove that and we can go. We can get to it. That was a long talk. Yeah, maybe that's because my subconscious is kind of, I'm borderline about training and I don't want to train and so on. That's okay. And that's not because I'm lazy. It's just that I'm becoming more and more aware of my body's need, and because I want to train, but also there is something very important to learn about the fact that sometimes you don't want, but that's not because you don't want to train. Just a subconscious feeling that your body is saying, okay, that might be enough. You need to chill a little bit here, otherwise bad things are going to happen. But anyway, what's important is that I show up and I'm going to eat balls. Let's go. I'm not promise you to have as big of number as yesterday, but I'll try my best. Starting slow. What I would want, because when I get into a rhythm, what I found is I'm able to get without the rotation part at the bottom. I'm kind of able to get somewhere around 110, 111 cruising. I mean, a little bit harder, a little bit more energy, but kind of cruising. So what I would want is, my idea is, if I want to be able to reach 115 by the end of February cruising, really just a normal swing, I need to kind of be able to sync everything. And I believe this bottom part, if I can really create a lot of power with that might allow me to go from 110, 111 to maybe 112, 113. And since this is a new motion and I'm not very used to, the more I'm going to practice it, the more it's going to get easier and easier. And so if I can cruise at somewhere around 113, getting easier and easier will bring me probably somewhere around 115. So that's kind of the idea here. But I guess we have a lot of work to do here. I'm really stiff. And also, maybe there is something I need to remind myself is given how much work I'm doing in the gym, that's maybe also why I'm stiff and I need that much ball to get really loose and ready to work. That's maybe why also, not just the fact that I'm not used to the motion. Oh, push. So I've been backswing, transition kind of okay, and now we are going to start with downswing. I'm so slow. That's insane. I'm so stiff as well. But I'm hitting ball dead center of the face. That's better. Yeah, maybe that's just the fatigue of yesterday. My nervous system is completely wrecked here. Allez, let's go. Let's accelerate a little bit. Allez, let's go. Okay. 161. Dead center of the face again. Nice. So now let's try to the downswing right a little bit. I just want to feel the motion. I don't want to focus too much on the camera here, even though I have put it. Oh yes, I forgot the power moves. That power moves. That's why it's slow here. There we go. Power move is back. Back in the place. As soon as I forgot about it, I'm slow. Ah! Shitty downswing. I'm putting so much torque on my little finger here. Might be something I need to work on later. A little more vertical, because I believe I kind of so something I remember is to shift the weight to the left side, just trying to lift the left leg, left foot, allow it to transfer. So once I'm set here, just try to lift it, kind of. But I'm not doing the transition right here. Transition. Forgot about the transition. That's a long 108, almost 109, almost 260 meters. Whew! It's a long one. Yeah, well, that's funny. I'm getting more and more consistent and getting more out of my balls here. Let's do 2 impulsions now. First transition, then second rotation. Yeah, but there is a transition between the transition and the rotation. She forgot here. I don't get the right feeling here. I'm not loose enough. Yeah, 70 balls is not even close to be enough to get really loose. Let's just focus. Since a backswing transition and power move for now, that's it. That's good enough. I knew, I said I wouldn't. But I kind of want to try a long drive mode, but with a right backswing. Putting kind of a little more energy. Okay, we are far away from actual distance. That's faster. So here, I need to compensate the fact that I'm a stiff by actually eating the ball, actually giving more energy. But just hit for now. And what's funny is by giving more energy, I create more torque with my body and so on, and it's kind of feels that I'm more loose than I am, which is kind of funny. I'm curious to see the swing here, actually. Okay, stance might be a little wide, but as usual when I try to let's clear that left side here. No. I knew that clearing that left side is going to be more complex than what I'm thinking in the first place. Yeah, because first I need the transition to be right. We are one day. I'm definitely putting a little more energy into it, for sure. Okay, let's try to shift a little more that way to the left as I'm doing the backswing here. What is that? What I like is here I'm extremely aggressive with the backswing. Yet, it's kind of look okay. Almost every ball is somewhere close to 260, which is kind of nice. 8 meters, close to 300 yards actually. That's so funny. I'm staying completely on the right side here. Yeah, maybe I should just, once I'm here, as I'm rotating, really try to get my chest, the left side. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I do a little bit whatever here. That's on the downswing for sure. My backswing is kind of set for now. I need to do the power move on the way down for sure. Yeah, you see, as soon as I do it, boom, almost one tail, and I didn't really force it here. Yes, start getting a little looser here. How much? 29 balls. I told you about between 30 and 50 balls, and I believe the last 10 is going to be about to get me just right. Let's focus on that power move on the way down here. No, focus! No. Yeah. As soon as I'm able to do the sequence right, backswing and transition with the power move, boom, I'm above 110. Now, I haven't even touched on the rotation in the downswing here, because I'm just struggling already with the transition. Whoa. Bro, what was that? What was that? Okay, you know what? For the last few balls, since I want to have a video to create the. Also, the rain doesn't come from here. I believe it comes from there, so the camera might be safe over there. How does it look here? Okay, we are almost centered. Maybe that's going to be good enough. Yeah, I'm not even close to have enough ball here to start working on the down part, because as I'm moving up the kinetic, moving down the kinetic shin. And what's important to me is, at the moment, I feel like that's a swing I can be really comfortable doing on the golf course at that energy level throughout the 18 holes. So Woo! Wasn't expecting to be that fast. Maybe why I had a strange feeling in the impact. I was way faster than expected. 12.9. Okay, okay. I'm getting to my left side, like at the end of the backswing. Let's try to lift that left leg here. Yes! This is that. I'm pushing off my left leg for sure during the backswing. That's probably completely subconscious. I'm not even feeling it. That's for sure what is happening. Allez, last ball, and I believe that's going to be good for that week. I felt something weird at the top of the backswing. What I'll try is, once I'm set on my right side, as I'm start rotating, just going to the left, left, left as much as I possibly can. Okay, not that bad. Okay, I guess 12.9 without being able to do the motions through here. I guess that's kind of okay. So yeah, that's kind of weird swing that I have here. It's much shorter than expected. I mean, I can probably go way, way, way longer. So here I set, and as I said, I kind of open the, kind of move the club away, and then I don't do that too quickly, but as I'm moving to the takeaway position, I start rotating aggressively the shoulder and shifting my weight to the left as I'm doing so. Like that. And then yeah, that's awful. Every time I do the practice swing here where I try to feel that center, I get like a pain point right here on the side of my knee. I'm gonna, maybe a day of rest is going to help. Anyway, I believe we've made some great progress this week. That probably won't, because those swing wasn't the best swing I could do. Of course, yeah, I had more balls. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy because we start having the motion down here. And so very soon we will be able to use those sticks, those speed sticks, to generate a lot of speed. Because I don't know if you remember, but I told you that last year I was using it a little bit. But the problem is I followed the advice that people tell me, which was completely wrong, at least for me. I believe there is some people that might help, but there is two types of players. Players who are highly aware of the club, but not necessarily their body, and people that are highly aware of the body, not necessarily the club. So what I believe is actually going on is for people that are not necessarily aware of the body, but a lot aware of the club, telling them don't focus on the technique and just swing that shit as hard as you possibly can is a good advice for them. But on the other hand, for people like me who are massively aware of their body, but not necessarily the club, Well, I believe that's not a very good advice, because then what happened is I'm going to swing. Okay, I'm swinging this thing as hard as I possibly can, trying to get that number high. I said, okay, that's fine. Then when I tried, but for me in terms of sensation, that's a completely different swing than just swinging with my driver. And so then I have no clue how to transfer that speed with the driver. No clue. So what's very important for me is, okay, understanding what is the motion I want to create speed with. And this is what we have worked on a lot. So if I want to understand the big picture here, this is kind of where I'm going with it. First, I want to understand, okay, this is the motion I want to create speed with. And we start getting there. Then I want to use the super speed stick. I want to do a few things. I want to build a massive amount of endurance to be able to hit 200 balls per session. But also I want to be able to use those speed stick to train over the course of the year. Because there is kind of a plateau that happen when you train with speed stick. You have a first jump in speed, then for a while you pretty much not gaining anything. But you need to keep going, keep training, and kind of your body start getting used to it and so on. And then you get another jump. That's kind of, I haven't experienced it me, because each time I tried, as I told you, it wasn't working really much for me. But that's kind of the people that are expert about the subject tell. So, if that's the case, and if I start after February, in March, with the new motion that we are developing right now, I would probably be able to go through those two full cycle. First up cycle, then plateau, which probably will occur during summer, and what I'm thinking is probably during September, October, I will have this second surge in speed, which will lead me until November, which is the month actually where I want to reach my top speed of 130. So that's kind of the deal here. We are going to work on that once we have completely validated this motion. So that's almost the end of January. We've made some great progress, and in February we are going to continue. I don't want to go to start using those too early, because those are really good, as I said, to learn to generate more speed, at least for people like me that are very aware of their body, generate more speed with a specific motion. Just to get your neural system understand, okay, this is how I should swing. Let's try to just swing faster, doing exactly that. That's kind of how it works. So I want to validate first the motion. Make sure it's solid. This is exactly how I want my swing. Because by the end of this year, what I want is have a stable technique, and I want to be able to swing fast with it and never change it ever again. That's kind of the deal here. At least maybe I will change it in very few detail, because in my plan, it's like I'm checking box. I'm in like a very big, what is called GPP, General Preparation Periodization, something like that. I don't remember the exact term, but the idea is you work first on foundation, and then as you are going closer and closer to your final goal, that's something that is used a lot in Olympics, because there's only one every 4 years, so they basically have 4-year cycles, where the first year that's mainly work on deep foundation, let's say sport-specific foundation, and then progressively as they get closer and closer to the Olympics, they start getting more and more targeted with their training. And so that's kind of what I want to do here. I don't expect to have a very long career on the PGA Tour or anything. I just have one specific goal, one specific tournament that I want to win. And so if I can do that, in the same mind of an Olympics, where I'm building the foundation progressively, and I try to progressively get closer and closer to my peak performance and reach an absolutely obscene peak performance at some point. And if after I don't sustain it, that's okay. I don't really care. As long as I reach my final goal. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Anyway, so this year is speed, because then next year is going to be more about precision, being able to score low, especially I have this very clear target of 10 under. I want to be able to score on demand on this golf course that is there, 10 under, because I believe that the ability to be able to score that low is not something that you can build by playing around. there is some intrinsically deep things that are happening with your swing, with your technique, with your game that need to happen in order for you to score that low. And it doesn't depend on the golf course. That's just fundamental. Then to be able to translate that to other golf course, yes, you need to play a lot of different golf course. But I believe that as long as you don't have the foundation to be able to do it on demand, that's difficult to translate something on other golf courses that you've never done before. That's kind of my point here. And so next year, and to be able to get to that point of high precision, you need a stable golf swing. There is no other way around. That's just consistency over change, absolutely. And so the only thing that I see that can jeopardize this is speed. Speed is the only thing at high level that can actually change technique significantly. But when I reach 130, I will be at a point where I can still work on speed, but honestly, the marginal gains that I'm going to have are not going to impact my technique significantly. And so then, once I reach that point, working on precision, accuracy, consistency will make a lot of sense. That's kind of where I'm going. So anyway, this year is all about speed, and next year we'll see about that. And I don't want, because my putting has always been kind of my strength, and I haven't really trained a lot over the last few years, to be honest. And it has always stayed pretty strong despite the lack of training. I'm not saying that's a good thing. What I'm saying is, since I know this is my strength, I need to make sure I have no more weakness in my game. And so my goal, since I have a very specific tournament that I want to win, my goal is to get to the PGA Tour without much putting. Just pure long game, short game, that's it. And then once I'm on the PGA Tour, I will. You see the progression here. I'm building checkmark. Speed, okay. Precision, okay. Insane short game, okay. And last, putting. And at each stage, that should bring me closer to my final goal. For instance, here with power and precision to get myself to 10 under, then bringing that across multiple golf courses, and not necessarily my short game is going to make a big difference with that. That's more my ability to adapt, course management, and so on, where I'm going to need to play a lot of different tournaments to be able to score consistently 10 under on every golf course. And then doing those Monday qualifier, getting to the PGA Tour, and start working my ass off on my putting. Because it's like I want to make it to the PGA Tour with kind of something in reserve that I can really work hard on that will actually make a big difference. Because if I can hit 18 green in regulation, somewhat close to the flag, and then nail those putts, yeah, I mean, there's nothing that can really happen. I mean, I'm kind of dreaming out loud here, of course, but that's the plan. That's the plan I have in my mind. So first, it's about getting to 130. Yes, thanks you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the weekly recap. See ya!